What's up, brother? Fee. Hey, Fee. Kirk, what's up, man? Joseph. Yeah, man, this thing's great. I've had this a while, guys, this orbital sander. Um, I love it, man. I gotta try something here, but I had I had to cut these, if you guys remember. And guys, you don't know what I've been through the last 48 hours, and I think everything's all right. I'm telling you, man, this is why I did not want animals. Well, you can kind of see her over there. So, I think I spent $200 2 weeks ago on her because she killed a frog. Okay, well, she didn't kill it. Let me take that back. That's the only animal she won't kill for some reason. So maybe when she kind of bites into it, it maybe has a funny taste in her mouth, so she doesn't kill it. I have no idea. But you guys know that story. Well, if you've watched anyway. So she was foaming at the mouth for like 2 or 3 days. Vet, $200. All right, it's all right. This takes time. The oils on the frog are toxic to cats. No big deal. So, all right. Then around, what's today? Saturday. Around Wednesday, she started acting not herself again. So we thought she had an upper respiratory infection again. She gets a cold every year. Well, I shouldn't say every year, but she's gotten sick once. She had to take an antibiotic last summer, so we figured that was it again. So she wasn't eating, but she really didn't only eat for 1 day. But then she started eating. But anyway, $350 last night. We had to bring her. They finally were like, we got to bring her. She needs an antibiotic. So they do X-rays. So they said it wasn't an upper respiratory infection. This is a cat, by the way. 3-year-old cat. I'm telling you, 3-4 grand already on a feral cat. Okay. But they said she was constipated. You believe this? So they say, listen, it's up to you, but we should do an X-ray to make sure it's not a blockage. Make sure she didn't eat something. So they do an X-ray, $388. I left there paying, and they gave her this little gel. We got to put it on her paw. She'll lick it. It's like tuna flavor. We put it in her food. So she still wasn't doing good. And I'm like, what do you mean constipated? She goes, they don't drink. I'm like, this cat drinks, man. I'm telling you, she drinks like a machine. So she probably didn't poop when we brought her to the vet, I was thinking. And now they're saying she's constipated. I don't know. But finally, we're just about to bring her to the vet again tonight, and it looks like she's starting to feel better. So, long story short, that's where what I've been. And I just kind of got back to this. But anyway, so I had one of these left, guys. Now, this is a 5-inch, okay? What's up, tool guy Ty? Louis Farm, Weatherman Moore. What's up, buddy? No, this isn't brushless, guys. The only brushless orbital sander on the market is the DeWalt. And, listen, if you're in DeWalt's platform and you're in Ridgid's platform, if you use an orbital sander a lot, I'd go with the DeWalt. If you don't really use it too often, I mean, guys, this is probably half the price of the DeWalt. All right, is the DeWalt better? Absolutely. All right. Now, what do you mean better? How can you define better? Better in the fact that it's brushless. All right. Now, no big deal. It's brushless. This is brushed. It's not the end of the world, but you will get better runtime. All right. And another thing, when you attach these batteries to them, the DeWalt batteries will make the sander a little bit lighter. You guys know these Ridgid batteries are pretty clunky and just heavy, and it's like big. I mean, that's really the only reason. It really shouldn't bother you. You got 6 speeds on it. Now, this is an older model. All right, so I think this has changed. There's a new, but this thing works fine, so I don't know why they changed it, but it's like a different color. And I don't know if the attachment's different, to be honest with you. But guys, this is like $40. I think it's $49. All right. Again, the DeWalt is like $39. So I had the Ryobi, and I can tell you, not only do you have 6 speeds with this, but it's definitely just has a little bit more power. But anyway, yeah, so I needed 40 grit, and I'm probably going to sand this whole thing down a little bit. Because this is actually old wood, and once you kind of sand it, this is like 2-year-old unpressure treated wood here, and I mean, look at this. So once you sand it down, but anyway, so I had one of these left, and this is the Diablo, guys, and I forgot to get them the other night, but this is like a sticker, all right. So it stood on a while, and this came out to like right around here. I mean, it took it down like it was nothing. So it's pretty almost even. I kind of just stopped, but that stickiness only lasts so long. So this has like the Velcro, just to let you know. All right, so you need the Velcro, but I had this somewhere because it was in my bag. So you need the Velcro. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna super glue this on here so I can kind of just finish that. But yeah, so yeah, all in all, just a quick video, guys. I want to get this freaking thing done. It's absolutely, I got pretty much everything, so it's pretty much just doing it. Probably 2 hours. If I can get 2 hours straight, I got to put another 2x4 here, and then I got to do one more across here, and then that's it, man. Just putting boards on, and then I got to do the door. But yeah, so that's about it, guys. It's starting to heat up again. So I'm gonna glue this here. I think I'll grab both. I mean, yeah, if you use them a lot, get the DeWalt. I mean, I don't know why you'd buy both. I mean, yeah. I would have never got the DeWalt one until this one died on me. But DeWalt sent it to me. So, and it's awesome. It's a great little orbital sander. I know a lot of you guys probably have the Milwaukee too. This is you go and look at the specs. I'm sure the Milwaukee probably has a little bit more RPM or something. But yeah, this is from 2000. This is 4 years old, 2015. And I think I registered this. I used to register all my. So that's how Ridgid gets you, man. And you guys, if you're honest, you'll probably agree with me. Now, maybe you're not to my extent, but the first couple Ridgid tools I got, I did the whole spiel of registering them on the website. After like the third or fourth tool, I just stopped doing it. But I know I did the miter saw. I did tools that I know I did the job site blower, and I think these three, and the impact wrench I did, but they wanted $20 to ship that thing. But yeah, I don't know if they're coming out with a brushless. The Ridgid guy used to talk to me on Instagram. He was like hitting me up on Instagram like every other week. Then he didn't like something I'd said about the blower, and he stopped talking to me. So I had an in with some good information, but I probably blew that there. 94 GT, I have the M18. Thought about the Ridgid, but I don't see any. Yeah, you said it perfect right there. But again, this is just another Ridgid accessory type tool. It's not like it's a like a hammer drill or an impact driver, a drill driver, a circular type. So it's a sander. This is where Ridgid, I think, is. I think that's where you find the best stuff with the Ridgid stuff, because it's cheap. I wouldn't say it's cheap, but it's cheaper. And the thing with Ridgid is, they tend to go towards power, right? Like powerful stuff. They want to grab you on the box, the most powerful, So, and I think that helps with the marketing of their stuff too. But oh yeah. I'll have the video kind of when everything's done, but I'm around 180 bucks. And this is what I'm using for the the roof. All right, now I'm gonna clean this up, probably get some bleach, and I'm gonna see. These were, you see my little screened in porch. Well, my deck, obviously, I had this whole system set up underneath, so, and I had it at a pitch, so this was the ceiling inside my porch, and it was great. It worked awesome. But I finally just sealed the whole underneath there. I have a special type of deck. That's why, if you ever seen my deck, it's actually recycled cardboard. It was not cheap though, but anyway, so that's what this is. But I remember getting this and kind of going with this idea because this stuff was super cheap, like super cheap. So I'm thinking about, if I have to, I'll just buy this. I don't know. Maybe I'll spend $30 but I got a whole bunch of them over there, a whole mound of them, because I did, a huge area. But I'll clean these up, get the hose, bleach them, and I already put it on top actually, and it looked pretty darn cool. Because this is tan, that's tan. It looked good. So that's really it, folks. I'll catch you guys very soon, okay? Oh, FP Jones, I think it's $49.99. That's the reason why I really recommend it. The Ryobi's $39.99, so for $10 more. This has a lot more power. You got the six dials, 6-speed selector, we'll call it. It's held up. It's almost 5 years old, maybe, just about 2015. The DeWalt I really like, guys. Again, I would go with the DeWalt. I mean, if they were both here, DeWalt, it's a better platform. Again, I kind of talked about it in the beginning. But if you don't use an orbital sander that much, that's I think it's $100. So this is literally half the price of the DeWalt. And I know a lot of you guys have the Milwaukee, but that would probably be the last one I would buy, only because it's really the same price as the DeWalt. So I don't see any reason to obviously if you're in Milwaukee platform only and you're not in DeWalt, and that is what's very rare. The people that are in DeWalt and Milwaukee, most people have Milwaukee, right? Then they'll have Ridgid and Ryobi, right? Or they either have DeWalt and they have DeWalt, Ridgid, and Ryobi. Usually it is not that. They don't, right? The Milwaukee, it's like Ford and Chevy. Maybe you'll get a used Dodge, but you'll never get a used Chevy. It's like, yeah, you gotta, But yeah, and I got a good little setup. The bag works great for this. Obviously, I have I keep my discs in here. I mean, this charger must be absolute. Look at this thing. But this thing works great. I shouldn't have took this out, but I don't even know how the hell I had it in there. But now I'll take it out. It's a pain in the neck. But yeah, and this doesn't come with any type of bag or anything, and it could be a kind of a pain to store it. So what I do is I take this out, and I use this little hole here from, again, this was like from a drill or an impact driver, like the box or something. But I stick this sucker right in a hole there, and then see, it's ready to go. Closes up. I put my discs in here, and you're good to go. And I got the charger in here. You could probably put a battery. I'm not a big fan of these Ridgid bags, but they've improved them with the new octane bags. They're fine. I just don't like them. I like to rather have a bag. This is more like a little, I don't know what you'd call it, but they're chintzy. But it works with the orbital sander. All right. So yeah, if you're looking for one, Ridgid's, not saying it's the best, not saying, but it's good, it's cheap, and it really has a lot of power. Again, it's a Ridgid. They really market their stuff to have power. So in an orbital sander, I mean, like I said, I had the 40 grit on here, man. Look at all it. That's just, I'm just kind of sanding this stuff down. It's amazing. That thing took it off like it was butter. Butter, baby.